This is the ultimate guide to the YI LING in ARK Aberration. The YI LING is a super cool new creature added to ARK Aberration Ascended. Do you have the patience to harness the power of this feathered beast? These creatures can be found all throughout the green zone, similar to Raptor and Ravager spawns. Before you can even think about taming these guys, you need to get a plant species Z fruit. You get this by waiting by this plant until it decides it wants to spit a seed out at you. Then you plant it like any other crop. A greenhouse works best. Dung beetles can be found in the blue zone for fertilizer. Once you have a decent amount of these plant species Z fruits, I would recommend anywhere from 10 to 30. You're ready to tame the YI LING. This is what you're going to need: biotoxin or narcotics, mutton, prime, or just meat in general, 4 stone foundations, 16 to 24 stone walls, and 4 ceilings. A couple sets of armor depending on the grade you want to use. I recommend flak. Med brews are recommended as well. You may also want to bring a shield. You're going to want to build the trap like this and then get the YI LING's attention. Once it starts chasing you, you run into the trap yourself and let it shoot you with its feathers. Once it has shot you about 30 to 40 times, watch for this animation. Once you see it, throw the plant species Z fruit and hit it in the head to stun it. This may take a few tries, so be patient. But once you've hit it, run up to it with your choice of narcotic in the last item slot and feed it. Rinse and repeat this process until its torpor is full and it's knocked out. Next, you want to feed it the mutton or meat and wait for it to tame up, or if you want to feed it its preferred kibble, it's exceptional, so have fun getting that. Overall, not the worst taming process in Aberration, but my god does it take a lot of patience. Another note is that if you are not taking damage, the counter will not count the feathers that have hit you already. Once tamed, you're going to want to make a saddle in the smithy. Saddle's unlocked at level 50, and you need 65 fiber, 20 wood, and 110 hide. The saddle is actually really cheap for a level 50 tame, requiring no metal. Once saddled up, there's a few things to note. Double tapping the jump button activates the wings, which work very similar to the glider suit. Right click or the right trigger is your standard attack. Now we move on to the super interesting part of this weird looking bird raptor thing. Anyway, the left click works in 5 distinct different ways. The default on is the razor feathers, which is the one that you're being shot with when taming it. It works the same as bullets, and when flying around is a great way to stay away from your targets while still peppering with feathers. The volatile feathers are activated while consuming gas balls within the YI LING's inventory. This coats the feathers with an attack that temporarily lowers the target defense for a short amount of time. This can be useful when taming reapers if paired with a light pet. The poison feathers are available when the YI LING has force-fed nameless venom. This coating creates the poison status effects along with doing small amounts of damage with each feather. There's not much to say about this one, it's just poison repellent. The slime feathers are made by feeding the LING sap, which will slow down whatever target you've hit. The slowing attack is very similar to being webbed, and is useful when trying to escape anything that may be faster than the YI LING, although that list is very short. The most interesting one, in my opinion, is the sedative feathers, which are activated by feeding the YI LING's biotoxin. These feathers deal torpor damage and can be used to knock out tames, especially when considering the LING can stay in the air for a long period of time. This can be very useful in PvE or PvP. Now you may be asking, Hoser, these feathers don't even work. What am I doing wrong? And yes, Timmy, these feathers appear not to work. What you actually have to do is dive bomb your target to activate these effects. Once you do, that status effect activates all at once with whatever you have filled the bar with above the enemy's head. You can combine different status effects, and I'm curious to hear about what combinations you have found work best. Leave a comment down below, and while you're there, hit the subscribe button. As soon as we hit 100 of you hosers, I'm going to release a 100 days Aberration Challenge, where I have 100 days to tame everything and beat Alpha Rockwell. Now back to the important stuff. Each single feather coating item activates a 5-minute timer that does not stack when you feed it more. So after one feed, save your resources and wait for the timer to finish. And there you have it. It's all this Canadian dude knows about the YI LING. To end the video, I'm going to see if I can steal a rock drake egg with it starting at the top of the portal. Hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks for watching.
Artlist.io Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.